Greetings, builder, and welcome back to the Lapis Kingdom. I am the Blue Regent, and today we have a couple building projects that we're going to finish up, as well as get started on working on the mage tower. Now, the mage tower is going to be built in at least 2 segments, and that is mostly because I want to make sure I take my time on figuring out the overall shape and height of the tower, as well as how the overall structure and how it works into the cliff face is going to work. So it's going to end up being at least 2 parts, like I said, simply because I want to make sure that it really gets the attention that it deserves. So if you're ready, grab your tools, grab your work boots, and let's get started. Now, the first major project that we're going to be working on today is more or less finishing up the villager trading hall. Now, originally I had kind of declared that done. However, I felt kind of weird completely finishing it up off camera. So we're going to be doing a little bit of work on that today and just kind of skip through the building process. One of the reasons I want to make sure it's completely finished is because look at this madness. That's a lot of villagers. Now this wing is done. There really isn't much more to do save for just replace a couple blocks with stone. However, I'm not going to do that until I'm totally done with the rails in this wing. Now this wing still needs some work, and the biggest thing that needs to be done is just kind of finishing all of this off, and again tidying up the floors and stuff, and at least making sure there's either stone or andesite on the floors, keeping up with this kind of like gray and lighter brown thing that we've got going on here. However, working on the floor in here isn't the biggest priority, again because we already have the tracks down, and I don't want to spend a bunch of time messing around with placing tracks and tearing them up and replacing them. So the biggest focus is going to be finishing up this wing and getting this wing started, which means that some terraforming is going to be going on with the world up above as well. So the village is going to start to change a little bit as we work on this wing and start to kind of change and alter the tunnels that are underneath the village. Now this section I'm pretty excited to get working on, and I've already kind of started out by framing exactly where I'm going to be mining. And this is going to be helpful for me because I can kind of just do like a straight shot in. And one of the main reasons I'm so excited about it, it's one more task that is on the project board that will be finished, but also it means that we are kind of getting close towards the end of working on our survival village. Now, what that will mean is when essentially I feel like for the time being there isn't anything left to do on the village, we simply will start working in Stormwind, which I'm super pumped for. That has been the goal this whole time, which means that we are getting closer and closer to that goal. Now, moving on to Stormwind does not mean that we are done with this village forever. In fact, it's the exact opposite of that, because once we get the 2 connected, we will be relying on this village for quite some time for a lot of block production and resource production. Again, I do want to set up tasks that need to be done that will allow this place to be opened up. However, that's a thing that I kind of want to look to you, the viewer, for your opinions on what kinds of projects those would be. Now to build out where all of these frames go, which is going to help give me an idea of how deep I need to go into this wing. Trying to avoid eye contact with this Enderman, and it's so difficult because they like to walk directly into where I'm going. Okay, so that gives us 4 bays. How deep are we on this side? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I just need to put in 3 more bays, and that side will match the original side. So after some work, these 2 wings are basically cleaned up. So the next step is going to be to start setting each of these pods up to house another villager for trading. So I'm going to do that real quick, dig these out, and I'm also going to start setting up some more of the decoration stuff here. So I have a little bit more of the spruce put in, and I have to say, with all 4 spokes going, this looks This looks really nice. I like this a lot. I knew that I was onto something with this wing or spoke. It's interchangeable. And when I came over to this side, I started really feeling good about it. But with all four coming along, I like this a lot. I'm a big fan of spruce with stone, and it's just a good look. Well, it's happened. And a lot of spruce trees have given their life for this. But all four wings of the trade hall are done. And I'm pretty excited about that. It was a lot of work. However, we're ready to go. Look at this. I've already got some rails set up to get some trading going on this side. A lot of effort and a lot of time has been put into figuring out how I want to do my builds. And so I like this. It's a cool color palette. I like the different spruce shades with the gray of the stone. I like what's going on here with the glowstone. Obviously, this is going to go as soon as we can cure these two. And then again, like before, the floor of this side and the floor of this side need some help. However, until all these tracks come out, I'm not really going to mess with this. Look at this. That's too many villagers. But that's okay, because get out of here. So yeah, I'm just gonna basically fill these wings as much as I can because I've got the villagers too. Let me see if I can pull this off. No hit boxes. Not my strong suit. Definitely not my strong suit. But I'm going to essentially fill all these. I'm not necessarily worried about setting up all the trades today. I really just want to start putting villagers in each of these spaces because I really feel like I should be able to pull this off. I want to start getting villagers put in these spaces simply because I can, Oops. As long as we have the rails, and as long as we have the minecart, and as long as we have the room, why not start throwing villagers in all of these spaces? Oh man, and just like that, look at this. This entire wing full of villagers. This entire wing full of villagers, which basically leaves us with one wing left to fill with villagers. And really the only thing that's stopping me is I don't think I have enough rails, and so that's gonna put a little bit of a pause on it. However, so what? I've got all these librarians, I have some clerics, and then I have 2 full wings of villagers that I can convert into any kind of trading system. We have our available villagers back down to a much more manageable number as well. The next project to tackle / finish is going to be the mine entrance. And, I really had in my head this idea of kind of like a spiraling down entrance. But that doesn't really make sense. That like, why would you be spiraling down as you mine? You'd probably be working in straight lines, mostly because you'd come across an ore and you'd work into it until it comes to kind of a dead end, and maybe you come across another ore, and so you tunnel that way. At least in my brain, that's how that works. I have 0 experience in a mine. One of the things that I want to do is I want to turn this into more of a, it goes straight down, plateaus, turns 90 degrees, straight down, turns 90 degrees. So it's going to be more straight lines and boxy. I have not done any preliminary research onto where I'm going to come out in this, and so hopefully I don't miss the mines that I'm trying to connect to. But I think one thing that I want to do is I think I want to expand this space. Let's see here. I know I think I want this ceiling higher too. And this will be good because I'm actually going to need a lot of this stone for repair work. I'll worry about this in a minute. So I know I want... Oops. Wow. That was just two pretty intense misclicks back to back. I know I want... Oh, hi, horse. Are you looking for work? Not really sure what you're doing. And then I think... Do I want to do... this? Do I want that, or do I want to do here? This is the classic side by side. I could do like this sort of thing. Maybe with a fence leading up to it. Do I have a fence in it? Oh, I do have a fence in here. How does that look versus this? Better. So I think that's how I want to do that. So I think I want to do that. And this can help make the entrance just look a little more supported. And then I'm going to fill in these to make this part look like it's a structure that was put in. Yeah. Okay. All right. I feel like that's already a huge improvement. So in my brain, this is going to be some kind of office thing. And I'm not worried about that right now. This will come to me. But this right here, so let's see. If this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then that means the staircase should technically start here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the last one. Okay. All right. So let me just think here for a second. This should have a post here, I believe. Or do I want to bring this one in a little bit? So kind of like at this particular stretch, the walkway narrows a little bit because of support reasons. And then you could do like that sort of thing. I think I'd do like this. And then maybe I could throw like this is a nail. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so this is a bit of a landing. And I think I'm going to... dig that out. This is probably going to get filled back in. Now the question is, do I want to push this wall back one more and put kind of like a big monolith support structure here as well? And I think I do. So let's see here. I'm gonna throw that there, and then what did I do? Oh. Whoops. Okay, all right, I can fix that. I was trying to figure out why this had a wrong amount of spaces in it, but I figured it out, so that's cool. I could do this. bring the ceiling down one. And do kind of the same thing. So let's see here. Doing this on camera is tricky because I'm trying to do like the math in my head, but also not get too hung up on it. And I feel like this is a really easy thing to mess up. So this is the space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is like a big landing, kind of. A big, kind of odd-sized landing. This is where the first step would be. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, this isn't where the first step would be. Okay, so this... Okay, so I was right. This is going to go here. This goes here. And I'm going to do... this. So that's kind of supporting as we start working our way down further. So let's get rid of this. Okay. All right. Is this making sense yet? Does it make sense to you? I'm not sure if this makes sense to me. I think these are both doing the same. Yeah, these are both doing the same thing. Okay, so the 5. All right. All right. I've got this. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is going to be like a wood slab again. These are going to be some support posts. Okay, so then this gets mined out. And goes down another layer. Alright, I'm figuring this out. Okay, so let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh! Did we find it? Hey, look at that! Okay, I had no... I still don't actually know where we are. But there's iron over here. So that's cool. I'm gonna grab all this real quick. Where am I? Oh, I think I know. Okay, let's do a little exploring and figure out where we're at. I think if I go to the right, that's where the skeleton spawner is. It is. Okay. Cool. That's... An Enderman has been really busy down here. Yeah, so there's the old entrance. So I'm just gonna... If nobody minds, close that up. Bye, old entrance. It was fun. Wow, that was way easier than I thought it was gonna be. Would I say that that was easy? No. No, I would not. But it was much easier than I thought it was going to be. So that's great. So let's get this all cleared out. Cool. Okay, well... Yeah, I thought this was going to be way harder. I thought... I honestly believed that I was going to just spiral down into oblivion and never actually connect with this. And I did. I want to replace all this dirt. I don't mind cobblestone, because that can kind of look like they're shoring stuff back up as they're removing material. But I don't like dirt. Now this could be prettied up, but I don't know how concerned I am by that, because really the goal was to pretty like this walkway up. And that's been done. And now I have this nice big stretch of space to get in here. I don't have to worry about creepers randomly falling in. Now this is totally a place for monsters to hide when the sun comes up. And that's just something I'm going to have to deal with. Now what to do with this? This is a mess. So let's see here. I'm going to get rid of you and you. Okay. All right. We'll just have to do this one block at a time to make sure that no one's sneaking in. Okay, now how do I want to decorate this office? I think I want... Let's see here. I'm going to use... for sure... spruce logs to decorate. And I think I want like a desk here. So I got like a desk here. Let's move the crafting table to like right here. How else do I want to decorate this right now? Actually, I could put the desk here. That's what I'll do. Okay. That. This here. Throw a barrel there. Chest here. Chest here. It's a start. It's a start. I like it. There's some storage space, so I can throw... I'll take this. I can throw all this cobblestone in here. Maybe I'll throw that, and diorite can go in this one. Yeah, and then this is just like the manager's desk, and this is here if people need to, I don't know, work on their tools. Do I want to have a little craft area? I do. I do want to have a craft area. So this is gonna go. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then actually for this, there's a couple things I can do in here. So let's raise the ceiling 1. Okay, so now I'm going to take all of this in. And I'll do the same thing on this side. And then I think I'll take this wall back 1 too. And so now actually I think I want... that kind of deal for those. And I can still throw these buttons up here. Yeah. And so then this will be like a craft area. I really wish that, depending on where you're facing when you placed the crafting table, it changed what was facing out. We'll throw that there. Yeah, and from here, I think what I'll do is maybe I'll do like... maybe I'll throw like 2 cauldrons over here, and then like 2 anvils. So this isn't really like a blacksmith station. It's more of just heat the tools up, get them their shape back, go back to work kind of space. I could do like a... this thing, and then this thing, and then maybe I'll just have like a 1 cauldron here, 2 anvils. Yeah, okay, yeah. I just need more than 11 iron. Okay, so this is the workspace, and I think I want to pull my anvils back. Not that angle. I think I want to pull them back 1. Just to kind of get some variation in here. So maybe you come up from the mines, you take off all of the non-metal parts of your tool. So like you remove the bit from the pickaxe, bring it over here, heat it up, hammer out the flat parts or the dull parts, quench it, throw it back on the handle, head back down. I think this is a simple but massive improvement on what was happening with the mine entrance. The mine entrance was just that little hole that was right here. I don't even remember where it was now, but it was just like that little hole in the ground. And we found that episode 2 of the survival series. So this is a huge upgrade. I might throw this right here, and then I might not need these. Or I just need 1. Then I could throw maybe one of these right here, and like that, and like that. And these could probably be gotten rid of then. And I think the last thing that this really could use for foot traffic. Yep, that's what this needed. And then what I'll do, and then this will get a minecart in the middle. A minecart that'll maybe come up to like right here. Or even just right here. Yeah, okay, yep, that's what I'm doing. So then again, this will get stairs. Cool. Oh, that's so much faster. That's so much better than getting in and out the other way. And there. So there's our road. So these are our mines. And then a nice little dirt path that takes you all the way to the blacksmith and the town hall. So if you've got gold, you go that way. If you've got iron, you come this way. And, you know, there is all of our industry connected up for the city. Now, the last project that we're working on today is the start of a much bigger project. And that is the mage tower. Now, the mage tower is going to be at least one whole episode to itself, because it's going to be kind of big, and it's going to involve a spiral staircase, which is the bane of my existence. And so what I want to do before we even get started on building this is kind of like a planning episode-esque thing, which is I want to figure out exactly where into this cliff face it digs into. So I'm kind of considering this like a pre-build almost. Oh wow, that goes down there. Okay, well I'll have to come at that from a different angle. You know, I should just get scaffolding. I feel like at this point I'd probably have enough string to get scaffolding. Let's figure that out real quick. I have 100 and I have 100, what is that, 131 string? That's probably enough, right? Well, I'd say I had enough materials to get some scaffolding going. Well, this is game changing. Just break a few more. Okay, so I have the south facing side done, which I think is the most like deep cutting in side. So the rest of this shouldn't be too bad. Okay, so now we can see exactly where this cuts into the mountain. Now, for now, I'm going to leave the wool stripe there. I want that to indicate like where 0 is, if that makes sense. So basically, I always know where the start of the tower is. Now, I'm going to just build a big scaffolding tower, and I think I'm just gonna carry this up. Now, I put that doorway there, but honestly, I think that I'm actually going to... That's assuming that this is the floor. But I think that's actually going to be where the doorway is. And then from here, this'll sit up a little taller, so there'll be steps up. Probably. Okay, so we're 3 up from the wall. And I think I want to go up 16 more. And I know that sounds kind of like an arbitrary number, but that'll make the tower 19 tall from the wool. Okay, so we're at our 19 mark, and I think I am going to take it up these last two just to do it. Now the height of this tower is going to change. Either I'm going to get in there and decide that I don't need all of the floors that I have the potential to have, or the spiral staircase needs it to be shorter or taller even. But this is just kind of like a working idea. And another thing that might change as we get deeper in is this might not be made out of cobblestone. One thing that I know I'm going to do for sure is I'm going to be playing with a lot of the different grays that I'm going to have at my disposal. So there's going to be some smooth andesite, there's going to be some smooth stone, there's going to be some chiseled stone, there's going to be some stone brick. A lot of different gray is going to be used in this, and so I want to make sure that I have a wide range of textures and shades and tones. And so starting with cobblestone as the base, it's cheap and easy. I've got a ton of it. I've been doing a ton of mining in the last several episodes, and so it's easy for me to have. Yeah, so this is going to evolve. And it right now is just a giant cobblestone cylinder sticking out of the cliff face. I love the idea of this big imposing tower looming over the rest of the village. And I know I've talked about that before, but now that there's actually essentially a tower looming over the village, it's just cool. It's even cooler than I thought it was going to be. And that's just, this is just a big dumb cylinder. So as it gets more attention, it's going to look even better. So that is going to be it for today. We've got our mine entrance figured out. We have the villager trade hall set up, and we have more or less the generic shape of the mage tower figured out. I look forward to seeing you next time in the Lapis Kingdom. Have a great day.